In this session we will be talking about modifying and cancelling, inquiring raw material purchase orders. Like all other transactions on ARIA, if you would like to inquire about an entity that's entered on the system, you would go to the same screen that you enter that entity on, or that information on. So if I want to inquire or modify a purchase order, I would go to the same screen I used in order to create the purchase order. So we are in transactions, materials, then material purchase orders, as you can see in the address bar on top. Then I'm going to double click on the purchase order screen. Two ways to select the PO. You either type the PO number that you want to modify, or you can pick it up from the list. I'm just going to choose the last one down. Once you choose the purchase order, the system displays the information for you on the screen. And if you would like to simply inquire about the information, you don't have to do nothing except clicking on the details, and you see that, okay, I'm planning to buy these two items, and whichever item whatever you highlight on top, the system will display the information related to that line on the lower part of the system. You can click on the summary tab to see general totals about whether you've received anything and so on. Then if I go back again to the details, there is some nice features over here. Like for example, I can go to this section which says show transactions. Right now the default is to show the user the transaction that is ordered. If there is any in-transit shipment, I would just simply click on that, highlight my line, and down here, for example, it shows me that there is no in-transit shipments for this PO. If there is any planned shipments received, sales orders tied to this material PO, and just some summary information. So when you highlight this item, it tells you that there is that open and so on. I'm going to just go to a previous, like an old PO. Let's see if we have some information over here. For example, this is an old PO, so I'm highlighting this line, and it says down there open 5, and we received 5 previously. If I want to see if there is any in transit, nothing. I want to see only the receiving transactions, so I highlight this item. It tells you that you only received 5 pieces on that day, and so on. Okay? And if I want to go back again to the original and the default view, I'll just simply go there and just say show me the ordered. Let's go back again to the PO that we were working with. If it happened that I would like to do any kind of changes, I will simply use my mouse and click on the edit button. The new button is enabled. The new and the remove buttons are enabled right now. You can either click on new and add another line, click on remove and remove any of the lines that you're highlighting, or if you would like to edit anything on a specific line, you just highlight this line and you can change the prices, you can change the quantity, you can change the shipping method, anything that you would like to change. And of course, once you're done, you hit your save button to save your changes. So in order to inquire, you don't need to click on any buttons. You can just simply go to the details and check on any information that you want to do on the you want to see on the PO. If you would like to do any kind of changes, you would hit on the edit button and you go to the location of the data that you would like to edit, then you save after. Last thing is the cancellation. As you can see, the status is open. Know that when you create a purchase order, it takes status O for open. Once if it is received complete, then it turns into C for complete. Then if it is cancelled for any reason, it will turn into X for cancel. So in our situation right now, if I would like to cancel this PO, I'm simply going to use my mouse and click on the garbage can button. Are you sure you want to cancel this record? Yes. System will change the status to cancelled, and if nothing is received on this PO from before, you will have the ability to kind of restore it back. If you wish to click on that, and it will turn it back again into open, where you can actually proceed and receive the incoming materials and so on. But I want to show you another example of a PO that's partially received. Okay, so you can see that this we ordered 10, we received 5 and we still 5 open. If it happened that I would like to cancel this or cancel those 5 pieces, I'm going to hit the garbage can. Notice that the status right now is still open, and if I say yes to this message, pieces have been received, are you sure? You get an extra warning message. And here we turn the status into complete. We do not turn the status into cancel. And as you can see, you do not have the ability to uncancel whatever is remained. The PO is done. If I look at the summary tab, you will notice that the system have actually moved those 5 pieces that used to be in the open field. The system moved it into the cancellation. So the system will consider that as cancellation at that time, as partial cancellation at that time, and in this situation it will just simply complete and close the material PO. So this is it for also cancellation. So we have the rule says that if nothing is received on this PO from before, you will be able to cancel it and restore it. But if there is something received, or if it's partially received and you're willing to cancel, or you need to cancel the remaining pieces, the system will turn the status into complete, and you will not have the ability to uncancel or recall those